Have you ever felt that the harder you fight for your dreams, the more they seem to slip through your fingers? The truth is, our culture teaches us to struggle, but this energy of constant effort often creates a resistance that leaves us exhausted and frustrated. This vicious cycle of fighting and failing makes us feel like we're rowing against the current, never reaching our destination. But the ancient Stoics discovered a powerful secret to reverse this flow. In this video, I will reveal the 10 Stoic rules that will teach you how to stop forcing and start attracting, transforming your energy of desperation into a magnet for your greatest desires. So, if you are ready to abandon the struggle and learn to manifest with peace and confidence, stay with me until the end. And before we dive into this wisdom, an invitation. This is not just a video, it's the beginning of a movement. If you feel it's time for a real change, join our community of flow warriors. Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because every video is a tool for your journey and your transformation is our mission. By clicking the like button, you strengthen this message and help others find this path. And to declare your entry into this new state of being, leave your decree in the comments. My struggle is over. My flow begins now. Principle 1. The sublime art of detached desire. Let's begin with the soul-crushing paradox you have certainly felt. The more desperately you crave something, the more it eludes your grasp. Whether it's a relationship, a promotion, or a financial goal, the clinging energy of neediness creates a repulsive force field. The Stoics, in their profound wisdom, deciphered this human enigma. Epictetus, a man who endured the chains of slavery to rise and teach emperors, gave us the key. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. He who knew absolute deprivation understood that freedom came not from having more, but from needing less. The lesson isn't to abandon your desires, but to purify the energy behind them by understanding the vibrational chasm between wanting and needing. When you need something to be happy, you operate from an inner void, a place of lack. This needy energy is what you broadcast, and the universe, as a faithful mirror, reflects back more situations of lack. Now, contrast this with the energy of wanting something while being utterly whole and at peace without it. This is the frequency of abundance and pure magnetism. People who attract success effortlessly carry their desires lightly, like a butterfly on their palm. They admire its beauty, but don't crush it with the fear of it flying away. This is the Stoic concept of preferred indifference. Yes, you prefer success, love, and abundance, but your inner peace, your unshakable core, is not contingent on these outcomes. Your happiness is not a hostage. This posture radiates an undeniable energy of self-possession that is incredibly attractive. The universe is drawn to wholeness, not to neediness. By practicing detached desire, you stop emitting desperation and start operating from a place of abundance, right now. Your decisions become guided by a quiet confidence, not a loud fear, leading to superior outcomes. The real magic blossoms when you can honestly say, I would love for this to happen, and I am taking aligned action, but my worth and peace are whole even if it doesn't. This isn't giving up. It is the ultimate act of empowerment. It's trusting that the universe may have an even grander plan for you. How to practice? Whenever you feel the anxiety of desire gripping you, perform this simple ritual. Visualize the desired outcome and feel its joy. Then in the next breath, visualize your life as happy and complete even without it. Take a deep breath and declare to the universe, I welcome this or something even better for my highest good. Feel the chains of attachment loosen. This act does not cancel your desire. It supercharges it with the energy of trust, opening the field to infinite, unexpected possibilities. To anchor this liberating truth, declare in the comments, I desire with peace, not desperation. Principle 2. the irresistible magnetism of the present moment. Your mind is a masterful time machine, yet it rarely travels to the only place where your true power resides, the here and now. Most of us live as ghosts in our own lives, haunted by the past or anxious about the future, while the present moment, the only point of creation, slips by, completely unnoticed. The Stoics understood this with piercing clarity. All manifestation occurs in the present. When you are not here, you are literally absent from your point of power. Seneca, a man who navigated the extremes of immense wealth and political exile, guides us with this gem of wisdom. True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. This is not mere philosophy, it is a practical blueprint for magic. When your consciousness is fully anchored in the now, your entire being shifts, your perception sharpens. You notice the subtle opportunities that a scattered, worried mind would completely miss. You overhear the vital piece of information in a casual conversation. You feel the intuitive nudge to make a decision that changes everything. The universe is constantly whispering its secrets, but you can only hear them when you are still and truly present. This goes deeper than awareness. It's about your energetic signature. In the present moment, you operate at your highest vibration, unburdened by the heavy chains of past regrets or future anxieties. In this state, you are pure potential. This clear, calm, and focused energy is irresistibly attractive. Think of the most magnetic people you know. They fully inhabit their time. When they are with you, making you feel like the only person in the world. That is the magnetic power of presence. The beautiful irony is that when you stop living for the future, you finally begin to create a more beautiful future. When you stop trying to escape this moment, this very moment becomes the launch pad for your dreams. Opportunities do not exist tomorrow. They exist in the quality of awareness you bring to today. How to practice. Your breath is your most immediate and powerful anchor. Whenever you catch your mind wandering into what-ifs or if-onlys, gently guide your attention back to the physical sensation of the air, entering and leaving your body. Feel your feet firmly on the ground, the weight of your body in your chair. Name 3 things you can see and 3 sounds you can hear right now. This simple, 1-minute ritual pulls you from the prison of the mind and plants you firmly in the field of your power. The present moment is not where you wait for life. It's where you create it. To commit to living in your power, comment, "My power is in the present." Principle 3. The transformative wisdom of accepted. Resistance. Let's be clear, life will, without fail, present you with obstacles. It is a non-negotiable part of the human journey. What separates those who manifest their dreams from those who remain stuck is not the absence of hardship, but the relationship they cultivate with it. The way you engage with resistance determines if it becomes a wall that stops you or a stair that elevates you. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who faced plagues, wars, and betrayal, etched this immortal insight. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This is not a platitude, it is an alchemical formula for turning lead into gold. When you stop fighting reality and start dancing with it, every obstacle becomes an ally. The common reaction to an obstacle is to feel that the universe is personally attacking us. We feel victimized, we get discouraged, and we quit. But what if we dared to ask a different question? What if every single obstacle is a custom-designed training program from the universe meant to forge the strength, wisdom, and resilience you need to handle the very success you are asking for? Consider the oyster and the pearl. A painful irritant forces the oyster to create something of breathtaking beauty and value. Your obstacles are not punishments, they are invitations to create your own pearls. When you accept resistance instead of resenting it, you stop hemorrhaging life force energy in a futile fight against what is. You can then channel that same energy into intelligently navigating through what is. You become like water again, flexible, persistent, and ultimately unstoppable. This does not mean becoming passive. It means your action becomes smarter, shifting from desperate reaction to inspired response. You become an alchemist who seeks the opportunity hidden within every challenge. How to practice. The next time you face a significant setback, before letting panic take over, perform this simple, powerful ritual. Pause, take a breath, and ask yourself with genuine, open curiosity, how is this actually serving my highest good, even if I can't see it right now? This single question shatters the victim mindset and reframes you as a student of life, instantly opening your mind to the lesson and the hidden gift within the struggle. If you're ready to turn obstacles into stepping stones, comment, I grow stronger through resistance, not weaker. Principle 4, the unshakable power of inner authority. Here is a liberating truth that can shatter your self-imposed chains. You have been systematically giving your power away. That is why your desires feel so out of reach. The Stoics discovered that true manifestation begins the moment you stop outsourcing your sense of well-being and reclaim your inner authority. Epictetus, whose wisdom was forged in the fires of slavery, gave us the master key. No one can harm you without your permission. This is more than emotional resilience. It's the very core of your creative power. Every time you think, I'll only be happy when, you are handing the keys to your inner kingdom over to an external factor. You become a puppet, and circumstances become your puppeteer. When you reclaim your authority, you awaken to the profound realization that your peace, joy, and abundance are internal decisions, not external conditions. You don't become indifferent to outcomes, but you stop making them responsible for your well-being. This shift is a game changer for manifestation because you cease to operate from a place of lack. When you know you can be happy and whole regardless of circumstances, you make bolder, more confident decisions. When you know your worth is non-negotiable and not up for external review, you show up with a magnetic authenticity. When your security is an inside job, failure loses its terrifying power over you. People can feel this calm, centered authority. It's an energy they are drawn to. Success gravitates toward those who do, not need it to feel worthy. How to practice. Make this a non-negotiable morning ritual. Before you touch your phone, before you let the world in, sit for 2 minutes. Place a hand on your heart and ask yourself the most important question of your day. Regardless of anything and everything happening externally, how do I choose to feel in this moment? Choose your state. It could be peace, gratitude, or confidence. Set your emotional intention. Throughout the day, when the world tries to pull you off-center, remember this choice. Remember you are the sovereign of your inner realm. Master the inside, and the outside must follow. Feel this power rising within you and share it in the comments. I am the author of my own experience. Principle 5. The strategic art of non-action. This may sound like heresy in our cult of productivity, but sometimes the most powerful and strategic move you can make is to do absolutely nothing. The Stoics understood a profound truth our action-obsessed culture has forgotten. There is a vast difference between being busy and being effective, between motion and progress, and between forced action and aligned action. Lao Tzu, whose Taoist philosophy heavily influenced the Stoics, taught, "The sage does not attempt anything very big and thus achieves greatness." This means your greatest breakthrough will often come not from pushing harder, but from having the wisdom and confidence to step back. A great deal of what we call action is simply anxiety disguised as productivity. We stay busy because stillness is uncomfortable, and we fear that if we stop moving, everything will collapse. But this frantic energy often sabotages our best efforts. Strategic non-action is not laziness. It is an expression of supreme trust. It is the wisdom to know when you have done your part, and it is time to allow the universe to do its. It is understanding that you cannot force a seed to grow by digging it up every day. Some things require a period of incubation in the beginning. A dark, a deep relationship, a creative masterpiece, a brilliant business idea. These things cannot be rushed. Think of a master chess player. They don't make moves just to be busy. They wait for the perfect moment, understanding that patience is a weapon. Their restraint is their strategy. When you master this art, you stop burning yourself out on useless activity. You learn to trust your intuition on when to push and when to pause, discovering that sometimes the universe just needs you to create a space for it to work its magic. Your only job is to get out of the way. How to practice. This week, practice the powerful pause. Whenever you feel an anxious urge to give an immediate answer, make a rushed decision, or take action just to feel productive, stop. Take one deep breath and confidently say to yourself or others, I will wait until I have more clarity before I proceed. Allow yourself to exist in the uncomfortable space of not knowing and watch how solutions and opportunities, which were being blocked by your frantic energy, begin to emerge in the stillness. To embrace the wisdom of patience, comment, in stillness, I find the right action. Principle 6, gratitude as an active force of manifestation. Most people see gratitude as a polite thank you note, a response to a positive event. The Stoics saw it as a primary cause. Gratitude is not a reaction. It is one of the most powerful and overlooked manifestation forces in the universe. When you genuinely appreciate what you already have, you create a magnetic field that draws more of what you desire into your life. Marcus Aurelius exemplified a masterful level of gratitude. He would prepare for his day by acknowledging he would meet ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest people. But instead of feeling anger, he found a reason for understanding, being grateful for his own capacity for reason and virtue. Energetically, gratitude fundamentally shifts your operating point from scarcity to abundance. Your mind stops scanning for what is missing or broken and starts actively seeking what is present and whole. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. True Stoic gratitude acknowledges the full reality of life, but consciously chooses to focus on what is working. It's about finding genuine appreciation for your challenges because they are forging your strength, and for your struggles because they are teaching you wisdom. When you begin and end your day in a state of gratitude, you create a powerful upward spiral. The magic is amplified when you express it. Tell people they matter. Acknowledge small kindnesses. Gratitude transforms what you have into enough, and the feeling of enough is the fertile ground from which more grows. When the universe sees that you are a good steward of the blessings you have already been given, it trusts you with greater ones. How to practice. Try the gratitude walk. As you walk, set the intention to silently notice and be thankful for things you normally take for granted. The solid ground beneath your feet, the intricate design of a leaf, the technology that allows a traffic light to function. Expand your gratitude to the mundane and the miraculous. This practice retrains your brain to see abundance everywhere, fundamentally transforming your perception of reality and your energetic signature. Let's flood this space with abundance. Comment, my gratitude is a magnet for miracles. Principle 7, the sovereign strength of emotional sovereignty. Here is one of the most liberating truths you will ever encounter. Your emotions are not happening to you, they are being created by you. The realization that you are not a passive victim of your feelings, but their active creator, contains enough power to completely reshape your existence. Seneca taught that our reactions are choices, not inevitable outcomes. It is our judgment about an event, not the event itself, that dictates how we feel. Consider two people who receive the same sharp criticism at work. One crumbles, internalizing it as proof of their incompetence, and their performance spirals. The other feels the initial sting of the criticism, but then asks, what is the useful data here? and uses the experience to grow. The circumstance was identical. The level of emotional sovereignty was the difference. Emotional sovereignty is not about suppressing your feelings. It is about feeling them fully, without letting them hijack your life. You become the calm, wise observer of your emotions, not their slave. You acknowledge anger without becoming destructive. You honor sadness without drowning in it. You feel fear without letting it paralyze you. This grants you incredible manifesting power because your emotions are your creative fuel. When you are in command of your emotional state, you are in command of what you are creating. By being able to choose peace in the midst of chaos, you become a powerful magnet for peaceful circumstances. How to practice? Use the emotional messenger. A technique. When a strong emotion arises, instead of reacting, pause. Imagine the emotion is a messenger knocking at your door. Ask it with genuine curiosity, what is your message for me? Anger might be signaling a violated boundary. Fear might be highlighting a need for preparation. Thank the messenger for the information. Then, consciously decide, how can I use the energy you've brought me constructively? Your emotions are designed to be your advisors, not your dictators. Claim your power and declare in the comments, my emotions exist, but they do not control me. Principle 8. The liberating philosophy of enough. In a world relentlessly screaming that you need more to be happy, the Stoic philosophy of enough is a radical act of rebellion. The feeling of having enough is not a destination you arrive at. It is a state you choose. It has very little to do with what you possess and everything to do with how you relate to what you already possess. Seneca, one of Rome's wealthiest men, famously wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." As someone who knew luxury, he understood that true satisfaction was an inside job. The philosophy of enough is not about stagnation. It is about realizing the profound truth that the happiness you are chasing in the future is available to you right now. The paradox that changes everything is this: when you genuinely feel that you have enough and you are enough, you stop operating from the frantic energy of lack. You begin to operate from a calm energy of wholeness and abundance, and the energy of abundance is a magnet for more abundant experiences. When you're no longer desperately grasping, things flow to you with ease. Energetically attractive people are those who seem genuinely content with their lives, even as they remain excited about growth. This contentment is not complacency. It is a deep, quiet confidence. How to practice? Practice the enough inventory every night. Unzapped. You lie in bed instead of letting your mind race with anxieties. Take a different kind of inventory. Consciously say to yourself, I have enough health to experience this day. I have enough food to nourish my body. I have enough love in my life. Truly feel the richness that is already present in your life. Fall asleep in that energy of wholeness. This is the frequency that creates miracles. If you are ready to stop chasing and start attracting, comment, I am enough, and I attract from that place. Principle 9. The magnetic courage of authentic expression. One of the most potent, yet subtle blockages to manifestation is living a life that is not authentically yours. When you are constantly trying to be who others expect, when you are hiding your true thoughts and feelings, you create a massive internal resistance. This energetic dissonance acts like static on the line, scrambling the signal you send to the universe and blocking the flow of your true desires. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself of the peace found in focusing only on one's own actions, not the opinions of others. The courage to be authentically yourself is not just about personal freedom. It is a superpower of manifestation. When you are not authentic, you are essentially lying to the universe about who you are. How can life deliver what is truly meant for you if you are hiding behind a mask? Authentic expression is not about being rude or insensitive. It is the courage to speak your truth with kindness, to pursue what genuinely lights you up, and to make decisions based on your own core values. The beauty of authenticity is that it works as a perfect natural filter. It magnetically attracts what is truly meant for you and gently repels what is not. When you stop trying to please everyone, you start attracting your true tribe. This requires courage, because it means some people won't understand you. But this is not loss, it is liberation. Your authentic self is your most powerful self. How to practice? Start today with one small but significant act of authentic courage. In a conversation, instead of nodding along to avoid conflict, respectfully express your own opinion, starting with, "From my perspective." In a simple decision, choose what you truly want, not what you think you should want. Notice how this small act of alignment shifts your energy and sends a clear, powerful signal to the universe about who you really are. Declare your liberation in the comments. My authenticity is my power. Principle 10. The serene trust in divine timing. We arrive at the final principle, perhaps the most challenging in our age of instant gratification. Learning to trust in divine timing. It is the profound understanding that everything unfolds exactly when it is meant to, not when our impatient ego demands. This is not passive waiting. It is active faith in the universe's higher intelligence. Marcus Aurelius captured this when he advised us to love what fate brings us with all our heart. The Stoics believed in a logos, a universal order and reason. They trusted that the universe is a purposeful system where everything happens for a reason, even if that reason is not immediately apparent to our limited view. Your impatience is your greatest enemy in manifestation. When you demand that things happen on your rigid timeline, you create immense resistance. You become blind to other possibilities. But when you trust in divine timing, you relax into a larger, wiser rhythm. You begin to understand that delays are not denials. They are often divine protection or preparation. Sometimes you need more time to grow into the person who can handle the blessing you are asking for. Think of the best things that have ever happened in your life. How many of them occurred exactly as you planned? Very few, most likely. Most of your greatest blessings probably arrived as wonderful surprises. This does not mean you stop taking action. It means you hold your goals lightly, trusting that life has a bigger, more beautiful plan. You do your part with dedication, and then you surrender the outcome with grace. How to practice? Create a trust journal. Whenever you feel impatient or anxious about a goal, open the journal. Write down your desire and then write this powerful declaration: I have done my part with intention and excellence. I now release the how and the when to the wisdom of the universe, trusting that the best outcome will manifest in the perfect time for my highest good. I am open to surprises and miracles. This act of writing formalizes your surrender and actively trains your mind to replace anxiety with active faith. To align with the flow of the universe, comment, I trust in divine timing. The ancient Stoics didn't have vision boards, but they understood something modern self-help often misses. True manifestation is not about getting what you want. It is about becoming who you need to be to receive what is destined for you. It is a journey of inner transformation that in turn transforms your outer reality. When you relax and deepen into these 10 principles, you cease to be a soldier fighting against life and become a dancer flowing with it. This is not about lowering your dreams. It is about raising your consciousness to a level where miracles become natural, where synchronicities become commonplace, where what you need finds you, instead of you relentlessly hunting for what you want. The Stoics knew that peace is not the absence of challenges, it is the presence of wisdom. And wisdom, applied consistently, creates the conditions for all good things to flow into your life with grace and ease, like a river that always finds its way to the sea. Your manifestations are already on their way, orchestrated by an intelligence far greater than your own. Your job is not to force, to fight, or to worry. Your job is simply to relax, to trust, and to become ready to receive them, to seal this journey in your soul, and to invite this deep peace and serene power into your life. Go to the comments and make this your final decree. Let it be your new truth, your new mantra. I relax, I trust, and I receive. If this video has brought you even a moment of clarity or peace, please honor that by clicking the like button. It tells us that this wisdom is valuable and helps it reach others. If you are committed to this path of inner mastery, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because our journey together is just beginning. And if someone you know is fighting their own silent battle, share this message with them. You could be the catalyst for their peace. Your journey doesn't have to stop here. If you're ready to turn this philosophy into a daily practice, I've created a video on the 5-minute Stoic morning routine that will help you build an unshakable day. Click on the video you see on the screen right now to continue your training. Until next time, stay stoic, stay strong, and above all, stay open to miracles.